Raiders Press Conference is brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go.
Be there, kick return, blocker, you know, just kind of whatever they want me to do.
So you were out there some?
I was out there some,
okay.
yeah.
Right.
Are you a patient person by nature? I mean, the wait all the time last year, then you weren't active, and then you didn't get on the field for the first few games.
In nature, no, but I mean, you know, everyone wants to, you know, get out there and do, but I mean, it's the business, it's part of it, you know, so it's just kind of take the punches and roll with it, you know, whenever I got my opportunity to make the best of it.
Did anybody tell you to stay calm, stay patient? You just tell yourself?
Yeah.
Any of your teammates tell you that stuff?
Yeah,
or old coaches or anything?
All of the above, you know, just kind of in your own mind, just kind of, you know, you get your shot, just wait it out, you know, and like coaches too, you know, just wait your turn. It's just that business, and finally I got my shot, you know.
How quiet, how are you able to just keep yourself calm when that ball is up there and you're just sitting there waiting for it, knowing the guys are sprinting at you full speed?
It's just, I guess it's just in me, you know, it's just one of those things I've done it my whole life, you know, and that's what you just kind of tell yourself when you're back there, you know. Yeah, you're in the NFL, but I mean, I've caught 1,000 punts, you know, so it's just kind of natural. I've done it a lot.
What was it like yesterday to be part of special teams when they were extra special?
It was awesome, you know, to start the game like that, you know, it changed the whole mentality of the whole game, you know, to start off like that, and it was just so exciting for me, you know, the first couple plays, you know, my first returns, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get a return and have them blocked, you know, it's like bittersweet, but how do you be upset about that, you know? There's huge plays for us, and it turned the whole game around for us.
God, does that make you happy or what, David?
Well, it's been about time. Bill Romanowski, Inside Raiders Press Conference Live, the four-time Super Bowl champ, alongside yours truly, Damon Andrews. And the Raiders win 35-27 and scratch, Bill, a 7-year itch. It's been 7 years since they beat the San Diego Chargers. The Chargers are still a team to beat. They can score a lot of points, but they can't win on the road. And now the Raiders have snapped that 13-game losing streak. This is
the last time I was there as a Raider. In 2003.
So it's been quite some time, and the Raiders obviously get it done behind an offensive attack that was hit or miss. Bruce Gradkowski gets hit. He misses the rest of the game. Jason Campbell comes in and leads them to a touchdown drive. You know, everything was clicking, especially, Bill, though, on special teams, and we just saw it right there with the Hiram Eugene return fumble.
Well,
or punt
you know,
block.
Special teams, when they're done right, they're special. Well, yesterday, the Raiders were special.
Very special.
And, you know, that's what the kicking game can do for you. There's a lot of points. Right there, you see a safety that happens. Then there's another one where we saw earlier where there's a touchdown. Here's the touchdown one here. Does it get any better than this? I mean, that's easy money right there, Damon.
Well, the Chargers special teams are that bad. Mike Cypher's 2 straight block punts in the first quarter. Rock Cartwright got him early, and then Hiram Eugene returned that one for a touchdown. This is what you like to see, you know, for a team that has been struggling in offense. All of the phases have to come to the game for the Raiders to really have a shot.
You win any way you can. And if it's special teams, great. Because all I know is there's a W in that column.
Against the San Diego Chargers.
I mean, so I just picked it up and scored.
What did it feel like? I mean, getting in the end zone, I mean,
it's been a long time, so it felt really, really good. I mean, it was kind of like brushing leaves off my shoulders, but it felt really good.
When's the last time you scored a touchdown?
Oh, man, not including preseason?
Yeah.
Back in junior college.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was where at?
That was Pearl River.
And that was on a interception return?
Interception return.
Did you get one in preseason?
Yeah, I got one preseason against the Niners a few years ago.
And that was an interception too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You'd already blocked one. Usually you don't block 2 in a game, but you were confident you were going to go out and get another one? Did you think there was a chance you were going to?
Yeah, I mean, every time we called it, we try to, you know, that's our game plan. We try to go in and get the block. The first one took a bad bounce. It kind of went throughout the end zone. We had a couple guys going for it, and just so happened the second one was right by me, and it was pretty easy.
Was there talk before, as you lined up, hey, we're getting another one? Did people actually
I mean, we
always
going in with a competition thing, see who's going to get it. So it was like, I'm going to get the block, I'm going to get the block. And, you know, whoever gets it, gets it. But it was a good thing. Happy.
Thanks a lot, man.
You're welcome.
So absolutely fantastic effort for Michael Bush coming into this game. Darren McFadden beat up, and the Raiders ended up with 111 total rushing yards and 104 of them by this man, M.Bush. I guess the thumb's okay. 26 carries, 104 yards. He had the touchdown. That's an average of 4 yards a carry. Just grinding it out. You got to chew up some clock. You got to keep Phillip Rivers off the field and the offense, and that's exactly what M.Bush allowed the Raiders to do.
Well, what he did is he brought his big boy pads.
Big boy pads.
He brought the big boy pads, and he showed it out on the football field. It wasn't pretty, but I tell you what, you know, he took a lot of hits in this game, but he just kept pounding. He kept running hard. And they weren't long plays, but out of the backfield, he was effective catching the football. But wherever you needed him, here he is scoring a touchdown. He was there yesterday.
What do they call that, Romo? North-south running. You don't want to go east and west. M.Bush is a big guy. He's not going sideline to sideline.
No, there is no east and west.
He's headed straight for the defender and trying to bust through some tackles and try to get some positive yards. He talked about his effort. 104 yards against the San Diego Chargers in a big win for the Raiders just a short while ago.
Carries again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fun. You know, anytime you can be out there to help the team win. So, like I said, I mean, it's part of the game. That's what comes with it. So, suck it up and go on the next week and get forward, look forward to playing 49ers.
What do you expect from a team that they haven't won yet? There's all sorts of stuff going on down there, and you're going, or this obviously desperate team. So what do you expect from them when you go down?
You know, it's going to be a tough game. You know, I mean, anytime a team hasn't won yet, you know, they're fighting, you know, the harder, you know. I mean, they'll try to find a way to beat you, and I know they're ready for it. And we just got to, you know, stick to our game plan. I think we'll be fine.
Is that the most dangerous kind of team? Team that's still trying to find itself?
Yeah, I think they're like, they haven't won any game right now, division or anything. So, yeah, I mean, one of those teams, they have nothing to lose. So, you know, they can throw whatever they have at you. You just got to, you know, withstand their best shot.
You used to play them in the regular season, in the preseason every year, but first time in the regular season. You think it's going to be how is it going to compare, you think, to the AFC West rivals or things like that, being the Bay Area rivals?
I have no idea, really. You know, we're used to them. You know, they're used to us from training camp from last year and things like that. I don't think a whole lot has changed with us and with them. So I think it's just going to be all out, you know, a brawl.
For you guys, what happened yesterday, can that serve as a springboard to bigger and better things, that you guys got that confidence that you could, you know, come back and pull it out?
Oh, yeah. It was a big win yesterday. You know, if we come back and win this game, you know, a whole lot of confidence starting to build. You know, it can lead on to, I mean, even though we won, you know, first time in like 12 games, you know, we still haven't won back-to-back games. So that's something that we have to get over that hump as well. So this is a big week for us, too.
Did you sense Jason's confidence growing? Just as he said when he came in, it was a little rusty, hadn't played it. Did you sense his confidence growing just the more he was in yesterday?
Yeah, I think he made some plays down the field. You know, I really couldn't tell because I was, you know, blocking and doing things, but, you know, he seemed confident in the huddle. He wasn't, you know, jittery or nervous or anything. So I think, you know, throughout the course of the game, the more reps he took, the more relaxed he became.
What's the challenge for the offense yesterday, dealing with different quarterbacks coming in and this week preparing, not necessarily knowing who will be the guy on Sunday?
It's not really a challenge. It's just, you know, two different guys. You know, one's kind of, he knows, you know, get the ball out of his hand and, you know, make plays, where, you know, Jason is still fresh to the system, you know, as far as being real live with us and stuff, you know, besides the preseason. We just had to protect him a little longer, and I think we did a good job with that, you know, going down the road.
Thank you. Different in here today.
Yeah, man, it's a buzz, you know. It feels good to come out with a win. Can't hide that. And just happy for the fellas, man, that we know how much work we're going to put in the off season and in training camp to, you know, to win our first divisional game.
And does this win mean more than just another number in the win column? Like, is this a bigger game? Is there a bigger emphasis on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a rivalry game, you know. San Diego don't like us, we don't like them, and it's just glad to come out with the win, man. I mean, we've been trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I think this is the game to, you know, let everything just roll out.
And then 24-hour roll, so now you start focusing on the Niners.
Yeah.
What will be the challenge for the team this week, because you're not really certain who will be quarterbacking this team with some injuries?
Yeah, right now we're just going to go with what we have. You know, I don't know what you know, the upstairs make those calls, and all we have to do is just come out and just work hard. You know, same thing we've been doing in practice. You know, we've been high intensity in practices, not getting down because of the losses, and that's what we're going to do this week.
And obviously both Bruce and Jason have their strengths out there. Do you guys have to formulate different things because they are different people?
Not really. You know, not really. We just, the different quarterbacks, all you have to do is just go out and make plays when our number's called. You know, that's what we do. We practice with both of them at quarterback in practice, too. So it's not like it's something new. You know, the main thing is just, you know, going out and making plays.
And speaking of those plays, certainly some big...
And that's what it
Self-evaluation did you? You know, I went back and watched the Tennessee game, St. Louis game, about a week and a half ago, and just, you know, I just felt like I was putting too much pressure on myself to make plays, and I wasn't playing the way that I knew how to play and the way that I feel that I could play. And I said, you know, just be ready when your number's called again, and having those 2 weeks to sit back and just evaluate everything, and, you know, the guys on this team, and also myself, you know, and just, you know, come out and just do better next time. How much of that was joining a new team, wanting to make a good impression right from the start?
Yeah, a lot of it was. You know, you're on a new team, is, you know, high hopes for you, high hopes for the team, and, you know, you try to put all that on yourself, and you try to make every play, and you're trying to pressure yourself to make every play. And when you didn't make a play, you know, you got to just let it go. And I just say, you know what, forget it. I can't play this way. You know, I got to play the way that I know how to play. Let's just go out, you know, have fun, but at the same time, play the game. You're not going to make every play. You're not going to make every pass, but if you do the things that you're supposed to do consistently, you'll be where you need to be.
Do you have any sense of how Bruce's status, how bad his injury is?
I have no idea right now. You know, like I said, our main goal is just to keep working, keep getting better each and every day.
Do you think that what you did yesterday warrants being back to being the starter, no matter either way?
You know, that's up for the coaches. You know, it's coach's decision. My goal is just keep preparing each and every week, keep getting ready, and play my game. You know, just play my game. Not try to play someone else's game or do what someone else wants you to do. Is play your game and have fun.
How do you assess your comfort level out there? Because you certainly saw it looked like a change of your composure as you went into that second half.
Yeah, definitely. You know, first half when we got in there, I was like so stiff, and then we really just ran the ball. Till we can get some get into the flow of the game. But the second half we was able to. I thought the most important drive of our day was right before halftime. We got something going, and going to halftime, we felt like there's things that we could do in the second half, and that's what guys did. We just took everything one play at a time.
You have endured a lot with this team, being new and the changes you've gone through. Mentally, what has the process been like, and where are you at right now with your teammates, and then also getting used to this Raiders nation?
I said it's been a long year already for me, starting back from the time that I was traded. But like I said, starting the season off, I feel like I was putting too much pressure on myself, to make all the plays because of the high hopes for me and the season, instead of just relaxing and just playing the game and let the game come to you and not trying to force the game. So I feel like that's one of the things I've learned over the weeks when I was sitting out for a self-evaluation of myself and getting to know the offense a little better.
And you're getting received well from your teammates. What do you think of the crowd yesterday? Big crowd yesterday for the team. And what was it like to be a part of that?
We have to
personally in the team.
We definitely have to thank the fans, for their attendance yesterday, because they just don't know how important it is. It's very important. When they're loud and they're involved in the game, it causes offenses to have to stutter a little bit, especially when you're facing a good offense like San Diego. So, they was very important, a big part of our win yesterday because of the noise. And like I said, my teammates, they kept fighting. They fought hard all game. And our defense is in some tough situations sometimes. We block kicks, and that means they have to go right back out there and defend again. And for them to fight through that and still have the energy at the end of the game to help us win was big.
How do you personally approach this coming week, just not knowing if you're going to be a starter still?
Same way I have, each and every week. Same way. You always prepare to be the starter, and no matter what, because you never know your number's called. Whether you're a starter or whether you're not. You always have to be prepared.
So what would Jim Plunkett do in this situation? What would Jim Plunkett do in this situation?
I have no idea.
You're the new Jim Plunkett, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
this streak against San Diego was a part of this franchise long before you got here. But do you, I know being a part of this team, you sensed how big it was. Does today and after the game
feel how big it was in the fourth quarter yesterday. You know, when the crowd got into it, you know, I thought the statement was about to come down. You know, so it definitely. I've been part of a lot of big rivalries. You know, playing with Washington, you know, the Redskins and Cowboys rivalries. So I understand the importance of what it means to play in those big games like that.
Do you think this could be a momentum swing for this team?
Welcome back to Raiders Press Conference Live. We take a look at the AFC West standings as we currently see them. And Kansas City suffering their first loss of the season against the Indianapolis Colts. They're 3-1. But take a look at the rest of the division, Romo. It is tight, 2-3. Oakland, San Diego, and Denver right there. So it is anybody's division going forward.
Well, I see them second. So I look at it, and they are second in the AFC West. And, you know, it's just amazing what a win does for everything. And what it does for us, doing a show, post-game.
San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick.
Bring them on,
well,
David.
be careful what you ask for. This Raiders